Okay, so welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures Morning Show. I am your host, Shay Cannon. I am an award-winning fractional chief operating officer to an exclusive clientele of 7- and 6-figure CEOs. However, I have a mission of helping entrepreneurs and small business owners just like you to stop spinning your wheels, okay, and struggling to make it to your first 6 figures in business. And I do that by showing you how to make the money and create time freedom. Make the money and create time freedom. My freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world. The annotated version is I am currently in Mexico, okay? I'm currently in Mexico. So we have already started with our blog talk. So we have revealed our, I just remember something, y'all. I ain't supposed to be putting no password out there, am I? Because I forgot. That's how we be getting hacked. So I'll change that tomorrow. Look, I didn't think about it till Demetri just came in. I was like, who let her in? The password let her in. We'll change that for tomorrow. That's nothing against you, Demetri. That was just a reminder. So thank you. You saving us from the trolls because you know we're popular now and we get trolls. And so, yeah, we need to take that damn password off and change it. But okay, so blog talk has been done already. So our subject for today has been revealed. It all starts with the blog that is also in the caption, but the blog for this week is shaycannon.com/words. We are talking about marketing words, y'all. We're talking about marketing words. And what I said was, it's funny because we just got finished talking about an AI summit that happened in one of our other communities that was fabulous. And it's all around ChatGPT, and we love us some ChatGPT. However, what we know about Chatty is it gives us all the same words, right? So if you don't know how to train it and you don't know how to prompt engineer, most of us are getting the same words. And I tell the story every morning this week that I came up with Unlock, right? Before using ChatGPT and before all y'all jumped on ChatGPT, I used Unlock. It's the name of this morning show. It's the name of the blog talk. It's the name of my level 1 course, okay? So now everybody's using Unlocked, Unleashed, because Chatty is giving everybody the same words. So when I thought about what value I could give you guys for this week, I thought about the value of marketing words, because there are so many out there that we could be using that now when we use ChatGPT, we can just kind of substitute some words that we know may be some ones that are being used everywhere. So I'm giving you categories of words to replace what ChatGPT is giving you. So on Monday, we talked about scarcity words, and those are words you use to show urgency. And I gave you a full list, and we talked more about it. We went deeper. Catch Monday's morning show replay. It's deep, okay? Yesterday, we talked about money and value words, and those are words where you're using to express the value of something, mostly your offer, right? So check out yesterday's replay. Again, the morning show is where it's at, y'all. Don't stop at the quick tip that is blog talk, because blog talk is only giving you the quick tip. I get out of there so I can come here in this community to give you more, right? So today's groups of words are vanity words. And this is a category of words where we're trying to stand out from the crowd, right? We're using words to describe ourselves, to describe our offer that helps us to stand out. So we're going beyond value and we're going to stand out, right? Okay, let me give you the full list. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, of course you're ready. Okay, so ahead of the game, amazing, amplify, at the top, attractive, awe-inspiring, beautiful, bold, booming. That's almost like whopping from yesterday, right? Boost, boss, brassy, bravery, brazen, bright, brilliant, cheer, clever, conquer, courage, crowned, daring, dazzling, defiance, drop dead, effective, elegant, elite, enchant, enchanting, epic, fearless, fortunate, foxy. Oh, I haven't heard foxy in a long. That's like the 70s, right? Foxy. Ooh, okay, I'm foxy. What about y'all? Anyway, genius, good looking, gorgeous, guts, handsome, hero, jaw dropping, jubilant, kick ass, knockout. Kick ass sounds like it's on brand for me, don't it, y'all? Kick ass. Knockout, legendary, lucky, magic, mind-blowing, money making, notable, noteworthy, optimal, prosperous, quick-witted. That's me too, in case y'all was wondering. Remarkable, sassy, saucy, sensational, smart, spectacular. This says spine. I don't know what that means. Staggering, strong, stunning, successful, superhuman, triumphant, turbocharged, ultimate, unbeaten, undefeated, valor, vanquish, victory, wealthy, wonderful, and wondrous. Okay, so that was a full, I felt like that shit was gonna go on and on. So that was a good list, wasn't it? It was really long. So with all of that, what stood out to y'all as something you're gonna start using to describe either yourself or your offer to help you to stand out a little bit? I'm gonna start with Teray. Teray, what are a couple of words you saw in there that you could be using?
Well, I took notes today because, it's a long list, like you said.
It was, but you can go to the blog. The whole list is in the blog, shaycannon.com/words. But the blog don't be helping y'all when you're on the morning show and I start quizzing you like you in school. So I get it. Exactly.
Yes. So 6 words stood out to me. And just because the reason why these particular words stood out is because I feel like I can use them to describe my client and make them feel that, like evoke that emotion like we talked about yesterday. So the words are bold, beautiful, crown, courage, fearless, and hero. And hero only because, like, sis, be your own hero. Nobody's coming to save you, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And even saying fearless, helping them to identify that you have fears, you're scared, but be fearless, like choose to be courageous, choose your courage, that kind of thing. So I want them to identify with the words. It's not just something to describe what I'm doing, but something to describe what I'm doing for them or with them or that they're doing for themselves.
Love it. Love it. Yes, you get it. You get it. You get it. Kimberly, well, I'm gonna go to Z next. So she already off the mic. Z, with the wondrous hair, the beautiful, the gorgeous hair. Z,
and look,
what are the words that you're gonna start using? Look at, okay, give me some shoulder action in. Okay, I love it. I love it.
You went rather fast for me, but I did pick up. Did you say?
It don't matter. Tell me what you want to use.
Okay, I like the bold, daring. Those are ones that got, because the way my game is played differently, and I'm develop a branding where you don't have to keep your cards, and I want that more stimulating. Also, the 7 minutes or less is my goal. There are some other words, but I'm gonna go back to your list. But yeah, I like this idea. I really like this idea of using other words in my messaging.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Honestly, I love it.
All right. Look, give us some more shoulder. What you were doing over the shoulder. Okay. Love it. Good morning. Good morning. Kimberly, what were a couple of words that you saw that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna start using that. That describes me or that describes my offer?
Well, so this is totally not about my foot care line. This is totally about I'm doing my foot care line. Don't get me wrong, but I want to move into a space where I'm teaching like customer service excellence to businesses, so how people talk to each other in the workplace. So I took a CSE course on that, and I think that's important because how you talk to people in the workplace is how your people talk to your customers. So I got ahead of the game. Amplify.
Look, I want to change it a little bit because when you say workplace, it makes it seem like it's only
no, not necessarily for corporate, but just like team. Yeah. Team, well, that's why I have you. That's why I have you.
Look, please go forward. Please go forward.
So I chose the words that stood out to me, of course, was head of the game, boost, brassy, conquer, clever. And I think that first of all, conquer stood out to me because I'm conquering this fear of speaking, of being able to speak, because that's what I want to do. I want to go out to these businesses or small businesses, whatever, because we're being pushed out of the most menial jobs because of our customer service skills. and we're losing clients and customers because if you're yelling at your team, then your team's going to yell at your customers and you're going to lose your customers. So those are the words that stood out to me. And those are definitely words I'm going to start using. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That conquer. Yeah, that's a powerful word. I love it.
Yes.
All right, Demetra. Look, are you hiding from us today, Demetra? But Demetra, what couple of words are you going to start using to describe either yourself or your offers? Uh-oh, you unmuted, then you muted.
Because my technology is acting weird again. So can y'all hear me?
Yes, can you hear
I
you?
swear the minute you said my name, it started going bonkers. So good morning, everyone. So for me, the word that stood out the most was mind blowing, because I'm giving them an opportunity to attend a free workshop that clearly I should be charging a whole lot more, but I do have an upsell and a reason for, not charging. And you just mentioned the word conquer. That is in the title of the workshop. So I'm glad that I had, one of your approved words within my title.
Cool beans, cool beans. I love it. I love it. All right, Stacy, I know you only heard a few of them, but out of the few that you heard, what are some that you are going to grab hold to?
Well, there's one in particular that you use all the time that I've actually fits directly with what I'm trying to do in my business, and that's transformational.
Ooh, yeah.
With program. Mine is all about well-being. So the products and services that I have are about that. So you always talk about transform, and I see that I get more engagement when I use that. So I'm using it all the time now. And the other word, because I came in on the tail end, I'm so sorry about that. I was sleeping, and that is why I took your advice about scheduling some time for it. Huh?
I said, you're in Africa, like the time zones ain't matching to be convenient. So no.
Right. Yeah, but normally I'm up at this time. It's only like 3 something, but I scheduled a nap. And so I feel really good, but I was looking really crazy now. So I was like, oh God, I got to get online. But the other one, Teray said, was courage. And having the courage to want to take care of yourself means a lot. So I think those are 2 words. I'll go back to the blog, website/words to make sure that I get more of them, but those 2 resonate with me most.
Cool beans. Welcome, Auntie Shaky. Welcome, Auntie Shaky. Okay, so yeah, those were vanity words. And again, we're using that list of words to help us to stand out, right? To show, so it's not like money value, it's like other value, right? It's like life value. And so that's what those words are, helping you to stand out as bigger, bolder, better, right? Those might be some too, y'all. Than the competition or than your current state, right? Because everything is not about other people who do what you do. Some things are just about where they are now and where they need to be, right? So we're going to use this list of words, vanity words, for that. So again, if you need the list, go to shaycannon.com/words. The full list is there since I've already read it. But now we're going to get into why use vanity words, because here in the morning show, we go deeper. So we're going to use it to boost self-esteem, okay? It makes the clients or the potential customers feel better, special, important when you use vanity words. It helps them to step into that, what's my word? Transformation, right? It helps them to see that if they're not bold right now, bold is a part of the transformation they can step into. So boost self-esteem, not yours, the potential client. I mean, sometimes ours too, right? Because sometimes you need to be using some of these words on yourself. Beef yourself up, right? Get ready to do what you got to do, because you got to be in your best energy to give people what they need. Yeah, because y'all know I am not a morning person. I only come alive when I come in front of y'all. But before I come in front of y'all, I'm like, what is life? Why is it so early in the morning, right? I get in front of y'all, I'm a whole different person because I know I'm serving, and that energy is different. So sometimes you need it to boost your self-esteem to get into the right energy, okay? To create emotional connection, right? Some words just resonate with people. Like I use transformation. All of y'all have said to me that word, how I use it, transformative, transformational, what I say, transformational, transformative. It speaks to y'all, right? Because what I'm trying to do is not just about your business, really, it's about your life and your lifestyle funded by your business. And that is a transformation, right? So we're using these words to help people to connect emotionally and to the what we're talking about, to the transformation, to the end result, to the actual thing that you're selling. Okay. Enhance perceived value. We can never enhance perceived value enough, y'all. Okay, because the secret is you got to sell people what they want and then wrap in what they need, because nobody ever wants those features that you got going on. Okay, nobody ever wants a module to a course, right? Nobody ever wants a Q&A session. That's not what they want. But those are the things that are going to help them get what they want, right? So when you're selling, again, you sell the what? Transformation, not the features. Okay, so when we use these words, it ups the perceived value, because at the end of the day, they're buying the transformation or the end result. They're not buying how you're getting them there, right? That's why personal trainers do not talk about exercise. They know you're not going to buy exercise, right? You're buying having a better life, a healthier life, being more energetic, right? Feeling better, that type of thing. So that's the end result. So we got to do the same, up the enhanced perceived value. Okay, vanity words, like I told you, it helps you to stand out. Sometimes it helps you to stand out from the competitors. Sometimes it helps you to stand out from where they are now to where they want to be. And it encourages word of mouth. People love to use good words to talk about other people, right? Because they identify and get value from being similarly situated or connected to these words, right? So if you know somebody who's great, or what I say every morning, award winning, you know somebody who's award winning, when you introduce them, you're going to say award winning. You want to be connected to somebody that's award winning. It helps with your word of mouth and your referrals. So when you're using these bold words to help you to stand out, when people are talking about you, they grasp onto these words and pass them on. Okay, so that's another reason why to use this list of vanity words. All right, let's go into when we're going to use them. Use them in your personalized offers, okay? So I don't want you to think of it as just the offer itself. What about your bonuses, right? What about these things that you're doing on that marketing runway on the way to the offer? Some of us are doing challenges. Some of us are doing webinars, online on trainings and all of this type of thing. Some of us are doing summits. Use them there. Personalized offers. Loyalty programs. Now, Kimberly, if she's getting into customer service, she's going to be talking about loyalty programs, because that helps you with customer service, right? So we need to be using them to describe the extra things we put in there, all right? Limited access events. I kind of already talked about that, but you can also have VIP, right? VIP is, we all use it, right? When I talk about my VIP, I talk about come behind the velvet rope. I let you know that general admission or general attendees is not the same as being a VIP at any of my events, right? VIP is having a beyond the velvet rope experience. And if you're used to being a VIP, you might want to go ahead and become a VIP and come behind this velvet rope, right? So we can use words like that to describe limited access. High-end products and services. We're talking about Auntie Shake It kind of stuff now. So high-end products and services. We definitely have to use words to differentiate high-end, right? You can't just say what it is. You got to show them all these words to describe, because people who like high-end stuff, they need all the words, baby. Okay, and then your service needs to match all the words you used. Okay, so that's that high-end stuff. Celebrity occasions or celebratory occasions, but sorry, things that are worth celebrating. We know that a part of a celebration is the words that you use, right? So it's not just a party. It's birthday party or honoring, and we add all these other words to make it a special occasion and to make it celebratory. So those are the wins to use vanity words. Let's talk about some techniques in using the words, okay? So we got our vanity words. Now, how do we use them? What are some techniques? Well, personalize it. It's nothing like using somebody's name in connection to words, right? So if you're talking about what the transformation is going to be, and it's going to be bold, you're going to be brilliant, then you call that person's name. Shawana, after we finish with this offer, after you go through this service, after you go through this course, it's going to be transformational for you. You're going to be bolder. You're going to be better. You see what I'm saying? Personalize it. Help that person see themselves. Call their name, okay? Use exclusive language. Again, we just got finished talking about VIP. Let me tell you about Auntie Shaky. She like exclusive. If it seems like everybody gonna be there, she might not even be attracted to that. She ain't everybody, right? So your rich auntie want a rich experience, so you might want to use words like members only. This morning show, members only, right? You might want to use words like limited edition, right? Exclusive offer, that type of thing. Know your people. Emotional storytelling. Emotional storytelling. I think storytelling is slept on a lot. And I think it's because y'all are waiting to learn the techniques, but just start telling stories. Don't just talk about your offer. Start telling stories about people who you've helped with the offer. Tell stories about how you came to create the offer. Okay? Tell stories about how you used to be in their same position before you learned the framework that's a part of the offer you're giving them. Tell stories. Okay, if you don't have techniques, just tell the story. Because some of y'all using these little dry features in the name of your offer, and then you wonder why nobody's buying. Well, can't nobody self-identify with that dry shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all know I love y'all, but can't nobody. Come on, we got to put a little something into it. So tell some stories. Cut it out, Shawana. Cut it out, Shawana. Okay, VIP treatment. We've already talked about that. Special recognition. Special recognition. One thing I always try to do, because y'all know I'm always doing stuff. I'm always speaking somewhere. I'm always being somewhere. I try to invite y'all all the time. Recently, Z showed up on a when I spoke for just this weekend for, what was it, Black Women Leave America, and they're talking about Black women's mental wellness and leaving America, right? Z showed up, and what did I do? I recognized Z. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Z, for coming. You know what I'm saying? What I'm right now in the midst of doing is I've decided we're turning this entire group, exclusive group, into a free mastermind, because I'm going to be training you, right? We're going to be networking. We're going to be having experiences. So guess what that is? That's a mastermind. I've been in many of them. That's a mastermind. So when I thought about community building and how to make this community better, I realized, hey, people pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to turn into the semblance of a mastermind, and it's free for y'all, right? But a part of that is going to be special recognition, because I said, hey, invite your business besties. Your business besties are going to be like, how did you get this information? You know, where are you going for these happy hours that sound fun? Don't come back to me talking about it. Invite me. So I have told y'all, invite all your business besties into the group. So I've already gave recognition to Heather. The next round of recognition I'm going to give to Dania and Beverly. They've been inviting people. So it's new to me to have a closed private group, but I understood that the things that we're going to be doing, it needs to be us, right? We need a little wall around us so that we can feel, because I mean, I even decided when we had this happy hour, and Zeno, because she was there, baby, we might not be able to stream that into the group. We're going to stream the first part, and then what happens on the Zoom stays on the Zoom, right? We went from 6 p.m. to 1 o'clock in the morning. That's how much fun we had. And let me tell you, shit was said. Okay? And that was the purpose of it, to let your hair down and just have fun. So we're only going, when we have happy hours or discussions, we're only going to stream the first part into the group, and the rest of the conversation is going to stay sacred. Okay? Yes. We're going to use these vanity words for positive affirmations, right? We want people to keep going, right? We don't want to only recognize them when they get to the end of the transformation. Sometimes they need encouragement all the way through. So use these words to push them through, right? Recognize them all along the way. Positive affirmations. Use them for your positive affirmations, right? Even though we know what to do, and I have to tell y'all this all the time, we are human. Just because you're an expert does not mean you're not a human. So sometimes you need to remind you, okay? Sometimes you need to use what you know for yourself, okay? Because you're human. And one thing about being human, it's hard for us to be consistent. because if we're consistent, that means perfection. We are not robots. So remind yourself, affirmations. Tailored recommendations. So when you're recommending things about your program, when you're recommending different programs or different offers, use these words, okay? Use these words. Now, did that help anybody to be able to use these words differently? Is there now an area of your business that you're going to use these vanity words that you didn't think of before? Come off the mic, because you know if you don't come off the mic, I'll start calling you like we in school. So anybody.
I have a question.
Yes.
So you were talking about using words like limited, exclusive offer, VIP.
Mm-hmm.
These are great words. We're familiar with them. Do you think that the audience is overly familiar with these words? Everybody has a VIP. Everything is exclusive. Everything, you know what I mean? So when we use it, how do we differentiate it from the masses who are using their mediocre whatever and calling it exclusive?
So that's when you can go to the list and find other words. That's when you can go to the thesaurus. But I'm going to tell you, some words are best used as is. Because when we start to get too fancy and too creative, don't nobody know what the hell that is. You see what I'm saying? I've had people to say, oh, coaching has been overused. So I am the legacy, this, that, the whatever. I'm like, don't nobody know what the hell that is. They're not going to buy that. They don't know what that is. They know what a coach is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it doesn't pay to be too creative. Give the people what they know sometimes. And then guess what? The tagline can have all the legacy, whatever, to differentiate yourself. So I don't mind VIP. I don't mind limited. But like I told you, when I use VIP, I add other language to it. Come behind the velvet rope. That gives you a visual of being separated. You see what I'm saying? So you can use what is normally thought of and then add more. Does that make sense? Cool beans, cool beans. All right, and especially with y'all's marketplace titles, please use titles people recognize so they can, without you having to explain what a legacy litigator, I don't know, what y'all be doing. You're trying to be cute and you need to have people understand what you're saying, okay? So save that stuff for the tagline and make sure you're using what people recognize. Auntie Shaky, when she introduced herself yesterday, she said she was a financial something, and then she told you she was a financial matchmaker. We understood the first one. We didn't know what the hell the second one was, but what we know is now we're interested, but we know the first one, right? So you got to make sure that you're starting off with what people know before you educate them into how you're different. Stacey, I think you were off the mic.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was, thinking about the whole thing as far as storytelling goes. And I used to do Wellness Friday live streams, and I dropped off last year, but I'm picking up this year again on this coming Friday and talking about my experience basically from the last couple of years with being a caregiver and the support that caregivers need. So just trying to find words to bring people back. Like I used to have a lot of people follow me because I was just talking, but now I'm trying to be more focused. And I forgot what my question was. You said something else and it kind of, my mind doesn't keep everything all in, but just trying to find words that encourage people, about coming into something like that. And I know yesterday I changed my private Facebook group thing because I call it the good life. And people think because I do like luxury safaris and all that kind of stuff that I'm talking about that, but I'm really just talking about how to set your life in balance so that you feel like you're having a good life.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Well, if you think about the question, come back. We're going to go to Auntie Shaky. Thing. So Auntie Shaky, what you got going on?
Hey, so yeah, I was something to what Teray was saying made me think about this. So yesterday I did a presentation for it was like 438 people, and it was very interesting. Us in this space, we've heard words like VIP and, all of these other words and stuff like that, because we're in this space. we show up to these different challenges ourselves. We're in the know of this, but there's a whole community of people that have not heard your words, that have not heard. So they're not VIP to death. They're not, members only to death or whatever. These are all new audiences that are not in this space yet. So that's something that I realized from talking to this group of people, because afterwards, because of course we're trying to, run the numbers up, because we're trying to have a 6-figure day, which we made it to $100,000, which was amazing, but in a night. But the amount of people that came up and said, I've never been a part of a mentorship before. I've never done this before. Like that's a thing, you guys. So what we do, we think that it's saturated, but how many people are in this country? It's a lot of people in this country. So anyway, I want to say that, but I love everything. I love that come behind the velvet rope experience. I love the personalization of the names, like everything that you're talking about. I'm thinking about how can I utilize this inside of my business, because I am even though, I'm a financial strategist, like how to be able to create that experience for my clients. So that's my homework. That's definitely something I'm gonna be thinking of.
Yeah, so go to that vanity list, because it starts with words, y'all, right? And sometimes, like for Auntie Shaky, when you're trying to hit the upper echelon, they don't want to read all that. So that might have to be a video. You know what I'm saying? But you're still using the words in the video, right? And with video, we're talking about Shawana's area of expertise then, right? Shawana, did you have anything you want to add? Look, you've been quiet. We've missed you. You've been in Bali. You got an old mocha tan.
Oh man, you know
What's
what?
going on?
When I think about it, look, I confidently dropped my little one off to 9th grade this morning. So I have a bunch of emotions and a bunch of all of those vanity words. Amen, amen, amen. No, you are so correct. One of the things that I was recently, as we go into August, and of course, because you challenged me working on my 3-day challenge, that is August 28th, not a shameless plug. It is thinking about the use of those words, as well as debunking why people think, it kind of go to what Auntie was just saying. We believe that there's a lot of people that I talk to, and they honestly, because of the field that they're in, it's like, why do I need to do all these things on social media? To me, I don't feel that they're lead generating. Here is the thing to that, is saying that you showing up online, being seen, being heard, of course, coming with value and your twist on all of this. It helps to lay the foundation when you do initiate that funnel, when you do initiate that lead generation. So using all of those things, all of those vanity words, I was listening, and when I went and did a list for me, it is what people think about having a conversation with me. And the same way you said, when you ask people, how do they see you, Shay? And then you turn the page and you be like, yep, this is me. And when I did the same thing for myself, people already know you're going to, unless you need some deeper assistance, you will feel empowered. You will feel confident. You already know that. These are things that you've even talked about to me in our strategy sessions, right? It's like saying, this is what people get. They feel empowered. It's like, no, I move you to action. That is what this is about. And so I love what you're saying. It's definitely needed. And it is. Be seen, be heard, and create visibility, but using those words with emotion. And, depending on what it is you do, you sprinkle some vanity in there to get the attention and to tickle the ear, to tap into the emotion, being the storyteller, to lean into the pain points of the people who you believe need what you have. You're right. I agree.
Awesome, awesome. So just to give y'all a little more on what she's talking about, flipping the page, a part of what I teach is that your brand is not a logo and it's not your colors, okay? The brand is the promise that you give people that you actually show up for, okay? Your brand is your reputation. That's actually the brand, right? And so I do an exercise when I teach that, because people think it's hokey pokey. They're like, no, it's a logo. And so I do an exercise, right? Keep in mind, it's a presentation deck, right? And so what I say is, okay, my brand, I'm known for things. So even the people who have just gotten introduced to me in this presentation and the people who have known me a long time who are on here, I want you all to just kind of shout out, what are some of the things I'm known for, right? And I ask them and they start saying, oh, telling the truth, being straightforward, giving value, no fluff, all these things, right? And then I turn the next page of the presentation and all of that shit is on there. Why? Because I'm intentional about what I'm putting out there. I'm intentional about who I am and how I show up, how I serve, right? And so that's the brand. So that's what Shawana was talking about. Thank you, Shawana. So Stacy asked, she finally found her question, y'all. And so what she asked was, does living the good life with Stacy translate easily into understanding it's about well-being and health is wealth, or do I need to add a tagline or something? And so what I told her was she needs to change it to good health for the good life with Stacy, right? Because the good life, when people think about the good life, they think about money. They're thinking about finances. They're thinking that either you're going to help them to make more money or you're about to show them how to live a luxurious life with amenities, right? So you have to put health in there. And that's one thing I tell one of my friends who does manifestation to help you to get to the money that you want. Because what we know is you're never going to make it past your mindset, right? People don't understand that. You can get all the strategies in the world, but you cannot outrun that mindset. Wherever you go, there you are, right? And so she has things going on where she's like, I want to help you to make, 5-figure months, this and that. I said, well, you might want to put a little more in there because you sound like me, right? You sound like you're going to be somebody that's going to give actual strategies for business to make money. You need to put in there something about you're doing mindset or manifestation, right? Instead of just saying, I'm going to help you get there. You have to put your niche in there of how you're going to get there, right? Because there are going to be people that know the strategies. They know what I teach, but they don't know what you teach. And they think you're teaching what I teach, so they're not going to come to you, right? So always be specific into your niche with these things, but just don't be too creative. All right, Kimberly, thank you so much. Okay, let me see. What else I wanted to ask? Somebody else. When we talk about how you're going to use these vanity words, what new areas of your business are you going to start to use these words in? Or does anybody have any questions on how to use these words? Whether it's vanity words or the money and value words or the scarcity words, marketing words, period. Does anybody have any questions about that? No.
No, what I was going to ask, Shay, look, my brain be like,
yep, she's like, what?
I think about based off the different things that we are doing. I know even just hearing you say that too, we do have to be mindful how creative, where we pull out the thesaurus to try to change it up, because sometimes changing it up, you still want to be known for what you're known for. If don't nobody else know nothing about you, you good at helping people get to their first 6 figures and beyond. Or if they right at the cusp, let's push you right on over that baby, right? And if they don't know anything else, they have to say, what is the main thing that you are known for? And I really do keep that top of mind when I'm saying what I'm saying, because it's like you said, I do need you to think video when you think about me. I need you to, when I say be seen, I mean, that's on camera, but can we use the words to still show up in our language and our storytelling? Yes, but I want you to think camera when you think about me. So I really do keep that. And I hear, I hear your voice all the time. I hear your voice in my head when I'm, back, what I call in the lab, working and doing different things, and be like, Shay would be like, hell no, Shawana, or what are you doing, girl? Oh, okay, I said that, we rolling. I'm sorry, my bad. But yeah, I do. I hear her saying all those words, y'all. I be like, who is this for? Who is that for? Okay, yeah. You're not teaching you. You're giving it to them. So I really do hear you talking to me in my head. And just keeping our main thing, those top things at top of mind, even with all of these lists of words, because if we know that really our top is those top 10, and we saying, well, let me go start from 20 on up. People may be like, what are they doing new? What is this? They didn't add something else. I mean, so it's really the dance that you really have to do with your community. And sometimes we need to use the words that our potential clients are using. What are they saying when they give a message or talk to us? Using those words, because those are the words that will tickle their ear when they hear some of the language and the content that we put out too. So I'm mindful to listen at so we give them what they're asking for. And we give them the way that they need it, of course, with our little twang on it. But we say it in a way that they'll grab it quicker. So I rest.
Thank you for the added value, Shawana. If you're wondering what words your clients are using, if you go to this week's blog post, it actually has a link to a blog post that's talking about marketing messaging that has a whole list of like places where you can search keywords, see where your clients are talking about stuff and what they're saying. So go to the blog post, shaycannon.com/words. And in the introductory paragraph, it talks about that old blog post that you can go to and find that list of resources where you can get keywords. You can see where people are actually discussing their problem and what words they're using. So thank you for that value add, Shawana. All right, guys, don't forget, this group is special. Invite your business besties. Shout out to Kimberly. No, that was Stacy. She just invited somebody that I approved to come in the group. So gather, invite your business besties. Don't be selfish and keep all this stuff to yourself. Okay, it's not gonna make you less competitive. It's gonna actually make you have more support. Now there's somebody else in your ecosphere that's doing what you're doing, has the resources that you have, and guess what? Now you can have an accountability buddy. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to go over the last list of the week. Our final broadcast is tomorrow. I'm trying to see if I'm going to have time, but I'm probably going to have to go live on Friday, y'all, because I have not had the headspace to work out what our August schedule looks like, because I'm about to do some trainings for y'all. Like I said, this is going to be like a mastermind. You better invite your little business besties to this mastermind before they get mad at you when they stumble upon it and realize you've been keeping secrets. You might want to share it now. Okay. All right, guys. So invite your people, your business besties. I'm probably, if I don't get a chance to do it tonight, and to really like sit down and think about how I want to do this training things, because y'all know I don't just jump in and train. Like y'all know I be having formulas and frameworks and what needs to come before what. So I want to think that out. But with this being especially Black Business Month, are y'all using that in your business? Because everybody on here look melanated to me. So are you using Black Business Month this month? And so for me, I'm definitely going to be training with Black business people in mind when I figure out this schedule. So I'll see you guys in the morning. I hope you have a great day until we gather again in the morning. And by the way, Facebook is stupid. If it says 9:15 when I do the event, please just know it's 8:15. I don't know why they play on me like this, y'all. And I already am not a morning person. I already haven't started talking to y'all yet. And so I don't be myself yet. I'll be like, oh. So if you see 9:15, just know it's 8:15. All right. See you in the morning. Have a great day. The studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great day, everybody.